Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So finally friends, the time of discussing the weekly horoscope results for the holiday week is back. And now in this video, we will be having our discussion for the week of December 22nd till December 28th. So friends, for any of the weekly horoscope results, I always give emphasis to the journey of the moon, like journey of the moon, and if there is any planetary conjunction or planetary shift happening in that week. So in this week, moon will start its journey from the Capricorn sign and it will finish the week being in the Pisces sign. So that means during this week, moon is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu. It is going to be getting conjunct with Saturn. So the planning part of this video will have the flavors of the caution more than giving you some very good news. And again friends, I always say that, see, you have to use astrology more for how wholesome you can make your life, like living in synchronicity, in harmony with the nature. Because many astrologers, when I listen to their podcast, especially the learned ones, they always ridicule the efficacy of the like these monthly and the weekly horoscope videos. But I can assure you, doing this professionally for so many years, it always has an impact. See, based on the yoga you have in your birth chart, and the kind of dashas you are currently going through, that is like a package has been prepared. Now the delivery of that, so the postman or the letterman of that delivery of that parcel, that good news, it has to be in synchronicity, in perfect alignment with the transit as well. See, and friends, when you book any of the astrological reading, this is what you can expect in an astrology session as well. Gone those days when you go to any Siddh Purusha just to get a prophecy. What will you do if I will give you that date when you will die or when you will have a childbirth? Important is how to make your life wholesome on daily basis. I still remember friends, I will just share a small anecdote, then we will shift to the discussion. So last year when I went to India, last year, so when I went there, I was in the peak of the Sadhasati, like Saturn was transiting right over in the Kumbh Rashi, and I always have very deep experiences. Along with that, I was also going through Dasha of Saturn Mahadasha and the Moon Antar, and Rahu was transiting in my 12th house. So that means it was a typical yoga of the scam and all. So that was the time when I went for back-to-back pilgrimage, because from 6 years when I was in Canada, I was craving for the Dev Darshan and the pilgrimage. Immediate when I landed in India, within first 2 weeks, I did Char Dham Yatra, I did Tirupati Balaji, I did Darshan at the Kolhapur Balakshmi, many pilgrimage points, and everyone was surprised, how can you do that in such a small span of time? And guess what? Immediate after that, I was big time scammed in Mumbai, and I was so disappointed. I thought that I did so many darshan and luck is by my side, omens will be supporting me, I'm invincible. So then when I was having a discussion with a very strong devotee of the god, Lord Hanuman, then he told me, Nipun, look at it in this way, that God safeguarded you. You might be going and headed for a big disaster, and God safeguarded you with minimum scratch. And that has happened so many times. Like I once, when I was in India in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, I once had a major scuffle, major kind of like issue, fight with another guy. And you would not believe, just immediate before that, somehow that thought came to me. My friend recommended me, Nipun, that why don't you visit the Ma Baglamukhi temple in Pitambari in Madhya Pradesh in Datia. And I thought, okay, if I have to go there, before that let me do some ritual. So I made this pledge that I will, for the next 7 days, I will do the 100 Hanuman Chalisa, and on the 7th day, then we will go to that. That's how I schedule my plan. And imagine, because right next to the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Center in Connaught Place, in I guess KG Mark, yeah, in around the India Gate place, there is a Lord Hanuman's temple as well. So immediate after the class, I used to go to that Hanuman temple, sit there and do the chanting and recitation of the Hanuman Chalisa there as well. And after that fight, when I was there, I thought, why everyone from my class, my batch is back to back calling me? And that time when the problem was happening, where was I? I was in the Hanuman temple reciting Hanuman Chalisa. So I mean to say, friends, when you go to an astrology session, you book an astrology session, it's not only about finding the or getting the prophecy. It has more to do with showing you the goodness in your chart, the divine protection in your life. So it has more to do with the planning. That's what we will be discussing today, that in which direction wind is going to be sailing. See, because sometimes even when you sow the seeds at the right time, at the most opportune, fortunate time, you might not get the result immediately. But just because you have done your deed, your part, so result will come. And just because you did at such a good time, so you can expect a good crop, a good produce only. And friends, I have already put that flyer as well. So I will be conducting this workshop on the Panchang as well. So you can see the same in your screen right now if you are interested to learn Panchang with me. If you are very new to Vedic astrology, very new, you are working professional, you just follow the transit videos, you do not know anything about the Panchang, and if you want to learn it with me for the 4 Saturdays, you can see the link and you can book your reading or book your slot for that. And whether to watch this video from the ascendant, from the moon sign, I always say you have to watch both. In my case, I have practically seen that, because I have, like, my moon is heavily concentrated, like 5 planets with like 4 planets in total around moon. So 5 planets combination in one sign. So that means I get equivalent good results even from the moon as well. So both are equally important. Okay friends, now let's start our discussion. So talking about for the Aries Lagna natives first. So friends, for the Aries Lagna natives, when we talk about your career projection, career growth point of view, the week will start on a very positive, ambitious kind of note. See, the thing is, majority of the planets right now, including your ascendant lord right now, is transiting in your 9th house. So your 9th house is right now very accentuated. So that in itself means that week with the progress is going to be slightly difficult, because moon getting conjunct with Saturn and Rahu. But even after that, somehow divinity or luck is protecting you. Second thing is that, see, Rahu is there in your 11th house. I'm sure even if the income is going to be like smooth and free flowing, I'm sure lot many Aries Lagna native will be having that thoughts of not being very satisfied, complaining, fault finding. So that attitude needs to be avoided. Second thing is that around the end of the week, not very recommended for any travels, because if you will undertake any travel, it might be filled with some troublesome kind of experiences and all. So yes friends, that is all what the overall theme for the Aries Lagna native is. In terms of your career, in terms of the career projection, some auspicious events in the family life. Even now Jupiter is giving its aspect to your 7th house as well. For commercial business matters or matrimonial proceedings and all, stars are very supportive, perfectly aligned for you. It's just like that, even after having a good flow of the income, satisfaction is going to be lacking. And yes, some sort of misunderstanding or some sort of moon conjunction with Rahu in the 11th house. So don't be too gullible, because I'm sure people around you will try to impress you too much or like push you into a certain or a specific way of thought process or thinking. Like the way we say that someone sold you an insurance policy, you were not interested. Someone added you to any affiliate marketing, you were not interested. So those kind of temptation and all. So just be very mindful of that and refrain from any travel around the end of the week. For the students, now 5th lord is very well supported in the 9th house. It's a supportive time. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives. So for the Taurus Lagna natives, see, the start of the week still seems to be supportive, favorable. Some sort of short travels, or because of the support of the luck, things will move in a positive direction. Even when we talk about the business or commercial gains point of view, stars are very supportive. It's just like that friends, like your ascendant lord's transit in the 8th house, it is making your health vulnerable. And the second thing is that moon is going to be transiting from the 10th house, getting conjunct with Rahu, and at the same time Mars which happened to be your 7th lord, your 12th lord, it is conjunct with Venus, your ascendant lord, in the 8th house. So strong possibility of some issues with a male or someone from opposite sex at workplace. Some sort of allegation, assault, unnecessary bickering, botheration. So just be very mindful. If you're already going through a dasha which is making you vulnerable, or you have a predator at work, or someone who is like disrespectful at work, so that kind of energy might bother you. So be very mindful over there. Along with that, friends, see, when we talk about the overall gains point of view, overall commercial gains and growth point of view, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. Even like Jupiter is transiting in your second house, even from the income point of view, family support, camaraderie point of view, it's a supportive energy. It's just like that. This Mars Venus in your 8th house and Moon being in the influence of Rahu and Saturn. So yes, in the matters of seduction, attraction, temptations, in all these areas, like, you have to be very careful. That's all what I can say. See, if you're already working as an actor, musician, you sell the temptation to the masses, then it might be beneficial time for you. But in general, I would say you have to be careful, you have to be cautious. And yes, friends, in majority of the venues, whether you talk about marriage or marriage and all, it's slightly vulnerable time. Slightly beneficial when we talk about the commercial engagement or wealth potential. There is still scope in that. Mercury in the 7th, Jupiter in the 2nd, Saturn in the 11th. There is still scope in that. It's just like that the personal relations are getting negatively affected this week. Gemini Lagna natives. So friends, for the Gemini Lagna natives, like, the start of the week is going to be supportive. Moon, being your second lord, is transiting from the 8th house and looking back at it. So that means there will be some wealth potential, wealth opportunity, collaboration opportunity that might come. There is a good possibility of that. But afterwards, friends, like, Moon is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu in the 9th house. That means luck will play hide and seek, or luck will fluctuate a lot for the Gemini Lagna natives. But again, friends, the good part is that whatever you have been enduring from the past couple of weeks, this is going to be slightly better than that, because the whole planetary shift now from your 6th house has now moved to your 7th house. For many people, this will also create the yoga of like attraction, courtship, or dating kind of energy. And even for the business and the commercial gain point of view, enhancement of your reputation point of view as well, this is a supportive kind of week. It's just like that, friends. The way I mentioned, if you are in a line of work where you speculate a lot, you gamble a lot, or you take very see, I remember when I was like coming back from one of my pilgrimage in Tirupati Balaji, and straight from there I wanted to visit the Kolhapur Ma Lakshmi temple. So the bus, because I knew this thing that it is going to be tiring, I'm not well planned, prepared, my tickets have not been booked, but I will just take the chance. It will happen. Darshan is very important. When I was in the bus, the place where I got on, the auto driver told me that this is the place where you can get the tickets, and they have their buses which take you direct to Kolhapur. So I went there. The guy asked me, seeing me NRI, I don't know how much money he asked me, I guess 3,000 rupees or what. I paid him that amount. He made me, and there were other people who were also kept on waiting for many hours. Later on, they put me in the bus, and after half the journey, the conductor told me that now you have to sit in the mid aisle with the shoes. So the long story short was that those people who have opened that travel and tour office, they did not have any bus on that route. So what did they do? They booked the online booking for like 300 rupees or 400 rupees, took 10 times more money from me, and made me travel on someone else's booking. So after paying 10 times the amount, I sat like an unreserved person next to the sleepers and the shoes, and that's how I traveled with discomfort, inconvenience. The good part was that my Dev Darshan happened, but the concern is that I have to face the discomfort as well. The whole time I was fighting with the conductor and the driver. So that's what I'm trying to say. Moon transiting from the Rahu, like conjunct with Rahu in the 9th house, travels might be filled with uncertainties, or this could be a case that luck will fluctuate a lot. And friends, around the end of the week, Moon is going to get conjunct with the Saturn in your 10th house as well. So some sort of financial obligations, or this could be pressure while dealing with the bosses. So my recommendation to the Gemini Lagna native is that if there is anything connected to your remuneration, to your money, finances, regarding which you need to talk to your bosses, so end of the week is not very supportive for that. Much better do that at the beginning of the week. Rest of the week is going to be slightly filled with uncertainty or pressure, but this uncertainty is still going to be good for the commercial gains or those who are in the business, and even for the marriage, romance, or some matrimonial alliance proposal point of view as well. The week seems to be very supportive for the Gemini Lagna natives. Again, I would say slightly better than that the last couple of weeks. It's just like that your ascendant lord is in the 6th house in the Scorpio. So health, skin related concern, nervous system, respiratory concerns, just be very mindful of safeguarding your health. Now friends, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, Moon is your ascendant lord. Its start is going to be very optimistic, especially in the matters of the business, public dealing, even in the matters of the relationship. But afterwards friends, it's going to be the week is making your health slightly vulnerable. See, just like that, this new moon, Amavas, was also, it also happened impacting, influencing your 6th house of health and the concerns of the debt and the conflicts. And immediate after that, in the mid of the week, Moon's conjunction with Rahu, 8th house, its conjunction with the Saturn in the 9th house. So health overall seems to be vulnerable. See, if you are working as a healer, anything to do with the research, investigative work, then it might be slightly beneficial for you. But in general, health is something which you have to guard. Along with that friends, when we talk about the business or the commercial decision making, anything connected with the foreign land, immigration related work, that can be initiated. If you have to write any competitive exam, like your Mercury is transiting in the 5th and the 5th lord is there in the 6th house. So for anything to do with the competitive situation, competitive matters, stars are actually supporting you. And at the end of the week, anything to do with the visa, immigration and all, even over there, enrollment for any course, any certification, stars are going to be very supportive. It's just like that, the mid of the week, the core of the week is making your health slightly vulnerable. Over there you have to pay proper attention. Now friends, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Leo Lagna natives, overall the week is very supportive. Planets are perfectly aligned, whether you are a student or you are in your own business or you do a job or something. So overall week seems to be very supportive, very power packed. See, the thing is with Sun's conjunction with Mars and Venus, this is a kind of a combination which gives someone zest for life. Like, you know, people who are like very passionate, whatever they do it with a lot of the passion. So that is the kind of energy which will surround you this week. People will be able to absorb from your energy, your positivity, high possibility of that. But it's just like that friends, when we talk about the end of the week, it is making you slightly vulnerable, or this could be the health of the spouse, slightly vulnerable. So the aspect of your marriage or your relationship is right now on the radar, on the edge, and just because Moon is going to be transiting over there, so do not be surprised if suddenly out of nowhere something from the past started bothering you in the marriage, in the relationship, or this could be with the business partners as well. So the aspects of marriage, the spouse health could be a matter of concern. But if I were to remove or overlook that aspect of the life, overall for the students, for any competitive situation, or anything to do with even in the matters of the courtship, new romance point of view as well, stars are very, very supportive for the Leo Lagna natives. It's just like that, those who are already in a marriage, in a relationship and facing some hardship, so this can give you a flavor of that. That is all what I want to say for the Leo Lagna natives as a theme for this week. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Virgo Lagna natives, the week will start on a very good note, where you will be or could be fortunate for any wealth related opportunities. So wealth related opportunity, if you're working as an artist, you're a creative professional, for any of your work you will get good limelight, good visibility. For students, a very supportive energy. Parents, some parents might also get good news of some jubilant performance of their children as well. It's just like that, friends. The mid of the week is making your health slightly vulnerable, and it is also making you kind of conflict prone. Like, stars seems to be aligned in such a way that unnecessary people will be looking for a reason to pick fight with you. So refrain from getting into or getting entangled into conflicts. It will unnecessarily drain your own energy only. So be very mindful over there. Again, friends, for those people in whose case I mentioned you have to write any competitive exam, very good time. For any blood test, any medical diagnosis, medical procedure, it's a very supportive time. You're primarily working in the health, fitness, nutrition industry, it's a very supportive time. Those people who want to get any loan approved and all, so even for there I'm not seeing any vulnerability. And yes, friends, around the end of the week, Moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Saturn in the 7th house. So some sort of stress, or like, where you feel pressurized in any group setting with your partners within the marriage, so that kind of energy might loom over. So I would say that you try to be the way we say good cop, bad cop. So you try to be the good person in this dynamics of the relationship, because yes, around the end of the week, there will be pressure which will be felt in the matters of the relationship. Along with that, friends, when we talk about the domestic life in general, or even when we talk about some important purchases, you want to, like, buy a new vehicle, do some decor, buy some expensive things either for yourself, for the house. So regarding that, Mars, Venus in the 4th house, it's very accentuated. Even your ascendant lord is there in the 3rd house, I'm sure, in your social circle, network circle. So this is a kind of a time which keep your social life very active, engaging and very busy. So no concern over there. It's just like that, around the end of the week, your dynamics with the partner within the marriage is slightly getting negatively affected. So be very careful over there. Now, friends, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so friends, for the Libra Lagna natives, the week will start on a very good note. It's just like that, Moon transiting from the 4th house, and from where the Moon give aspect to its own sign, to its own house, your 10th house. That means for anything to do with the business related decision making, especially if you work from home, you have your own decor business, you're working in the fields of the agriculture, farming, dairy products, so it might be slightly beneficial time for those people. But it's just like that, friends, with the progress of the week, once Moon is going to get transit to 5th house, get conjunct with Rahu. So this is going to be the time where there will be many uncertainty, anxiety on the account of the work, like some work related pressure, responsibilities. And again, friends, see, the thing is, the way transit is happening, because immediate after this conjunction of Moon with Rahu, it immediately get conjunct with Saturn. This is how the planets are like aligned. And generally what happens is that, see, if you do not have a control or a handle over the fears or excessive overthinking, so this is a kind of a alignment which can actually make someone go mad with overthinking, excessive thinking. This will happen, that will happen, and this pessimistic, negative thinking might either put you in a loop or might lead you more towards the devil's mouth. I mean to say, wrong decision making, impacting your career and all. So that's what I want to say, that this week, the first half, like Monday, Tuesday, is still better, but afterwards the planetary energy is making you slightly stress prone or some work related wrong decision making prone. That is what the energy is getting generated for you. But again, friends, and again, I always say this thing that, see, wherever Saturn is transiting for all the rising signs, the only thing which I am recommending, that whatever you do, be very mindful, because the impact of the Saturn bothers us for a long time. For example, for the Virgo Lagna, Saturn in the 7th house, and this week Moon and Saturn will get conjunct. So if you are already having an issue in the marriage and you have decided that you cannot be together, so much better resolve for out of the court settlement, because when Saturn is transiting from the 7th house, Moon is conjunct, and then you go to the court and file a lawsuit, it is not going to finish very soon. Same is the way Saturn in your 6th house, Moon is going to get conjunct with it. If any health related things are bothering you right now, don't let it turn into a chronic situation. So much better handle it in a right way. Or this could be the same for the loan as well. If you have to get any loan, much better do it or take it within your payback capacity. Otherwise, it might keep on bothering you for long span of time. And any abrupt decision in the career needs to be avoided. That's all what I can say, friends. But the thing is, third house is the house of our hobbies. You have Venus and Mars transiting over there. Sun being your 11th lord is also there. So I'm sure that just keep yourself busy, engaged in things which you like to do. This could be even just, call up your friends, just chat with them, just unload yourself for the excessive thinking via engaging in things of your hobbies or interacting with your neighbors, with your friends. That is how you have to manage your time and manage your surplus energy, surplus mental energy. That's all what I'm trying to say. So yes, friends, for people who are primarily working in the tech field, or you do any strategy or counseling, investigative or IT tech, hardcore tech work might be beneficial time for them. But end of the week for certain people is making energy, creating an energy of higher and fire. So you have to be very careful around your work related situation. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so friends, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, Moon becomes your 9th lord. So the week will start on a very good note, especially when we talk about like feeling yourself very empowered, getting recognition, support, having all the resources at your disposal for things which you want to do. Many times what happens is that I want to do something, but I don't have a proper network or bandwidth. But you are running a time where whatever things you are trying to do or achieve, stars are supportive for that. And also the start of the week is also supportive, where if you have to write any email, apply for any job or any communication, over there stars and the omens are very supportive for you, especially in the matters of the wealth, in the matters of the money, in the matters of the finances. But again friends, it's just like that. Now the mid of the week, Moon is going to get conjunct with Rahu. Immediate after that, the week will end with Moon being conjunct with the Saturn. So that means domestic life, family life and children. That might be a stress point this week for the Scorpio Lagna natives. And again friends, you have to understand this thing. For the Scorpio Lagna natives, the worst which could happen for this person is that having a very corrupt, distorted family life. Because why? In this situation, if you can see, if the 9th lord Moon is getting afflicted in the transit, that means your luck is getting afflicted. So that means whatever is going to be happening in your family front right now, it is going to be impacting all other avenues, areas of the life, consuming your luck, which could be utilized other way in some other good constructive use, is getting affected negatively because of the domestic problems. So my recommendation to the Scorpio Lagna native is that don't try to use force for resolving any of the family related matter, family situation. Not a very supportive energy for engaging any land, property related dealings, or even for any relocation. The week is not very supportive. I would not recommend that if you are planning to like relocate and sign a new lease or move into a new place and all. So energy does not seem to be very supportive for that. So regarding that, I cannot give you a go ahead. But again, when we talk about your recognition point of view, wealth potential point of view, family support, family camaraderie point of view, these all are your source of strength this week. People who are very close to you, your family, your friends, so you will find that solace and calmness engaging with them. That's all what I can say for this week for the Scorpio Lagna natives. And again friends, when we talk about the marriage and the relationship, slightly beneficial time for the arranged marriage seeker. If you have any arranged marriage meeting aligned schedule for this week, there could be some positivity which you can expect. Yeah, that's all what I can say for the Scorpio Lagna natives as a highlight of this week. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, friends, when we talk about the wealth and the recognition point of view, the stars are very supportive for you. Like lot of the power and empowerment is coming to you. So that means you seems to be much more in control and command, like the way when we talk about those situation where you have all the cards. That is the kind of situation which is getting generated for you. Very good week for any financial negotiation or financial engagement. Any engagement with the family or any planning in the finances seems to be very harmonious, seems to be very supportive. Along with that friends, the mid of the week is very stimulating, especially if you are a creator, influencer, or anything to do with the sales, media, marketing. So the week seems to be like that. It will keep you busy and engaged. So a lot of the action and a lot of the stimulation is happening this week. And I can also foresee some of the things which have been long impending or long struck, they can suddenly resume. You might get a nudge or push in a positive direction. Your luck is very supportive right now. Ketu in the 9th and the 9th Lord transiting right over there in your first house. So luck is very supportive. Mars and Venus in itself creates a lot of charm, a lot of attraction in you, where people are now interested in you. They want to engage with you. They want to know about you. So yes friends, that's all what I can say. Whether you are a student, anything to do with the like any documentation, file work, over there as well, stars are very supportive. It's just like that around the end of the week, moon getting conjunct with Saturn, so there might be some family pressure, responsibilities, health of the mother might be a concern around the end of the week. But overall, very uplifting week for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so friends, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, I would say that the start of the week is still beneficial, but overall the week seems to be very expensive. Like whether transiting moon getting conjunct with the second house, in the second house with Rahu, or whether overall this planetary placement of Mars, Venus, Sun all being placed there in your 12th house. So that means, see, if you have to undertake any important financial decision, business decision, anything connected with your matrimonial life and all, so the start of the week like Monday, Tuesday could be considered for that. But afterwards, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday seems to be slightly expensive. That's all what I can say. Expensive. And friends, whenever like Rahu is transiting from your second house and transiting moon get conjunct with it, so monitor your diet. Like, you know, when we say that catching up any like allergy, food infection, and or using those words, either they are like either lying, or this could be getting manipulated, or like using those words which can turn people against you. So that is the kind of energy which gets generated. So yes friends, that's all what I can say. If you are a kind of a person who is very driven to pleasures of the life, it might be beneficial time for you. Or if you are a kind of person for whom like the budget lifestyle does not fascinate you, money is not a concern, you want to live your life, so for those kind of enjoyment and pleasures, this could be a beneficial time. But for rest of the common people and the common world, I would say yes, the expenses is the only one thing which is coming as a highlight of this week for the Capricorn Lagna natives from my end. That's all what I want to highlight. And any important decision connected to your marriage, connected to your business, your public image, much better try to take that around the beginning of the week. See, mid of the week is slightly vulnerable and could be beneficial, where the vision and the maturity will come back. But yes, the mid of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is making you slightly prone to sudden, impulsive, like deluded, covered in illusion and taking wrong decision. So that kind of energy is looming over you around the mid of the week. And yes, expenses are over the sky, over the top, very, very high. So yeah, manage your expenses. That's all what I can say. Friends, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so friends, for the Aquarius Lagna natives, the week will start on a good note. The thing is, right now, if I were to look at the prospects of your career, income, recognition, popularity point of view, the stars are perfectly aligned. There couldn't be a better time than this. It's just like that, friends. The thing is, see, even at the start of the week, even if you are like planning some travel or any of the investment decision, visit to any meditation retreat or any pilgrimage, so stars are very supportive for that. Even friends, when we talk about the mid of the week, if moon is getting conjunct with Rahu, so this is kind of a combination where we say that if you have to write any competitive exam, moon happen to be your sixth lord. If you are planning to or trying to get any money arranged, so over there stars are very supportive for you. It's just like that, friends. When we talk about moon getting conjunct with Rahu and then moon getting conjunct with Saturn in the second house, so just monitor your speech, because Mars is also giving its fourth aspect to your second house, and Saturn is already placed over there. Rahu is already there in the first house. So whatever like is happening in your life, make the best use out of it through channelizing all of your energy towards your money, income, or towards your career endeavors. Otherwise, if you will focus more on the interpersonal relationship, if you will focus more on towards like like dominating people, controlling people, then things can go out of the hand. So yes, your interpersonal speech and your relationship and all that needs to be monitored, and health is slightly vulnerable. Apart from that, the highlight of this week is for any financial gains, spike in the income, popularity, career endeavors, and success in that point of view, the week is very, very supportive. And yes, some sort of travels around the beginning of the week can be foreseen. And lastly, friends, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so friends, for the Pisces Lagna, they are right now going through a good time. See, for the Pisces Lagna right now, for the Pisces Lagna right now, see, moon will start the week from your like 11th house. So 11th house, which is the house of the wish fulfillment, moon happened to be your like 5th lord, and with your 10th lord being in such a positive presence, accentuated with too many planetary presence, so that means for anything to do with the career progress or important decision being led in the right direction, omens supporting you. So regarding that, it's a very, very supportive time. Like, I will not be surprised if this week you will get some good news as well. High possibility of that. It's just like that, friends. In the mid of the week, moon getting conjunct with Rahu in the 12th house. Because see, these days there's lot many aviation accidents, aviation bad news, flights getting cancelled, people are being stranded. So the mid of the week, if you are undertaking any travel, so just get everything clear, sorted, well planned. That is very much important. And yes, friends, at the end of the week, if I were to say, moon is going to get conjunct with Saturn in the first house. So Saturn, which happened to be your 11th and the 12th lord. So that means expect some important work responsibilities which could come to you for anything to do with the students and all. Those who have to write any competitive exam, take any important decision, you have to launch anything, you are an artist, you have to release anything, you have to give any important performance this week. So see, Saturn is a planet of the masses. There might be like there will be pressure. There is going to be the burden of the responsibility, but when the reward comes from the Saturn, they help us for a very long span of time. So that is what the energy is getting generated. Moon and Rahu, and moon happen to be your 5th lord, your thoughts, your mind, and Rahu is the chief agent of the manipulation. So I mean to say, just don't let your mental state get affected by just being fascinated by the temptation, imaginary things. So just control yourself. So and in these kind of situation, meditation helps. So yes, the imaginary things might be a concern, discomfort in the travels might be a concern, but when we talk about the gains point of view and the career elevation point of view, stars are very supportive. It's just like that, friends, you have too many planets in the 10th house. Just don't get into argument. Don't get into argument with your bosses. Whatever is happening right now in your life, especially from your career point of view, it is happening in your advantage. Many times, friends, things started getting aligned, but we see the impact of that when they actually fructify. We only see when the plant has come above the ground level and started giving us the fruit, but the roots have started working much before under the ground as well. That is what is happening right now in your career front. Just have faith in the higher powers. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.